We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Game 1 here in the month of August between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubbies look for their 7th straight victory next. Ken Singleton, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Ready now, J.C. Embry, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Stepping in now, Freddie Santiago. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average right at 280 coming in. 7 homers and 58 runs batted in. In there, and it's even at 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
One and 1, here it comes. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. And the pitch. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey guys, that's the danger of falling behind in the show. You miss over the heart of the plate with count leverage, you're going to pay for it.
Into the box, Keith Armstrong, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Two and 0 pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Into the box now, Sammy Sosa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Santiago, the runner at third. Armstrong at second with 1 away. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. So they get a couple of men into scoring position here, but can't get the key hit to bring them around. A 0 for the Cubs to start. The Pirates coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Chet Steadman will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
So striding forward now, Ted Tyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Ted Tyson.
Pitch on the way. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting second.
So coming to the plate, Robbie Waite. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Armstrong is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Alexi Ortega.
Stepping up to the plate, Alexi Ortega. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. We are still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Sito Suzuki. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Three and 0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-0. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
So striding in, Jesse Padilla. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there on to first, and that's now 2 innings and 2 double play balls here tonight. 2 away now.
Batting 7, the first baseman.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Buckner, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Two and one.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now to the plate, Brennan Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Racing back to center fielder. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now at the plate, Robbie Oldham. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
Oldham.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in on to first. So a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Matthew Berg.
At the plate, Matthew Berg. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Popped him up. Santiago near the bag at third. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Antonio Ruiz.
Stepping into the box, Antonio Ruiz. In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven in by his club. First pitch of the at-bat. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. But the Pirates are on the board first thanks to this home run. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. So stepping in, Nicholas Horner. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering on its way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
In now, Chet Steadman tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C.
Ready for another chance. J.C. Embry, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball well outside. Embry is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down to first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Now a curveball misses inside. Runner at second here with one man out. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Santiago. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch on its way. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call. Comes set. The 0-1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They still trail 1-0.
We're back now as the Pirates line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had their issues on offense. At the start of the day, they ranked towards the bottom of the league in both on-base percentage and runs scored. As one player put it, it's been a frustrating year because we feel we have a lot more ability than we're putting out right now. Another hitter told me they're working every day on having more disciplined at-bats, hoping that leads to better counts to hit in. We'll wait and see if the adjustments lead to results as the season progresses, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the Pirates, the catcher, John Clark.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. John Clark is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And he falls behind 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So now to the plate, Ken Singleton, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Working quickly now as the splitter's in there. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
To the plate now, Ted Tyson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Pete Armstrong, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Pete Armstrong.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Cito.
Striding in, Cito Suzuki. He drew a walk his first time up. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Now a move over to first, and he's back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now the 2-0 home. He's running. Strike taken. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. He's set. The 2-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. In now, Robbie Waite. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, that's the ball. Aye.
Pops this one up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Alexi Ortega. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
Well, that was certainly a tough play and worth taking another look with show track. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. Now at the plate, Brennan Davis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off the
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next, the dangerous power threat, Ryan Buckner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now here it comes. And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Hey, I know how frustrated he is right now. They say the pitcher gets a strike, the hitter gets a strike, and the umpire gets a strike. That's exactly what's happening right now. He's got to regroup. He's got one more.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nicholas Horner. He singled his last time up. The pitch.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Chet Steadman.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Chet Steadman. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Into the box now. Robbie Oldham comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. for the current campaign, Oldham is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Digging in, Matthew Berg.
Matthew Berg.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Antonio Ruiz.
Now in the box, Antonio Ruiz. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, tip your hat to the pitcher right there. That was a streak of 11 batters retired in a row before that base hit. Let's see if he can regroup and keep going.
Striding in once again, John Clark. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
16.
The pitcher was almost out of the inning. I think he might have taken that third out for granted. Instead, he gives up a 2-out RBI triple to make it 2-0.
At the plate now, Ken Singleton, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
It's amazing, I tell you. This guy's been absolutely cruising. The pitcher comes to the plate. You're thinking it's an easy out. You lose focus, let your guard down for a second. And now he's got a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time is swung on and missed, strike 3. One for the Pirates here, and it comes via the RBI triple. Through 5 innings, it's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Standing in, Freddie Santiago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Cue shot here out towards short. And that'll be the 2nd out.
The center fielder, number 2, Pete Armstrong.
Digging in and looking for more, Pete Armstrong, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. On its way is pitch number 75. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First things first, here's a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
2 out with the man at first. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Ground ball left side. Oh, what a play! And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ted Tyson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Way outside. 1-2. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Into the box now, Robbie Waite. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. At the plate, Alexi Ortega. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Changeup too low, and it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike. No,
Ball 2 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Here it comes.
3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, left fielder,
Brennan Davis will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A runner on first with 2 away. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Here's the 3-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Standing in, Sito Suzuki. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Oldham is right there, 1 down.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
The next Cub up, Jesse Padilla. First pitch coming, here it is.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. J.J. Dotson comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 5, J.J. Dotson.
Stepping in now, Ryan Buckner. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Dotson is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Up next to the Cubs, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Into the box, Nicholas Horner, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
Two outs here with a runner at third. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
The 2-0 on the way. Skied into very shallow right. Tyson is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Billy Palmer will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Horatio Choi is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 19,
Now at the plate, Robbie Oldham. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. The 2-1 on its way. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Number 23 for him thus far. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
This is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy, and this is just one example in a long line of many. He's fun to watch.
Into the box, Matthew Berg, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Palmer has over 40 innings on his line so far, with an ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
21.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the payoff pitch home. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Ruiz.
Standing in now, Antonio Ruiz. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 on its way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1-2.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
To the plate now, John Clark, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
Base hit into right center. He'll get it into second. While the throw pulls him off the bag.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Kevin Brewster will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Kevin Brewster.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Looking at his career totals, Brewster carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Grounded to first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pirates tack on 1 more on the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Warren Imro has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 36, Warren Imro.
So in now for Chicago, number 19. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Sent toward first, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
It's been a low-scoring affair. 3-0 our score as we show you the numbers for our two starters to this point in the contest. So the batting order turns over now and set to go J.C. Embry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Into the corner and slicing foul. Pitch on the way. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Freddie Santiago is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Ortega is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Pirates 3 and the Cubs nothing. Julio Teheran is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 49, Julio Teheran.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Ted Tyson. Here comes the first pitch, and a fastball's in there for strike 1. On the ground to the right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Up next for the Buccos, Robbie Waite. First offering on its way.
Hey.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a liner. Foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in, Alexi Ortega. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. From the belt, kicks and deals. And it's 1-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Grounded to the right. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Brennan Davis is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
I got to count 2-2.
Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
0-2, here it is. And he popped him up. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a 9.
Matthew Bird.
Jay Roberts takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Jay Roberts.
So now to the plate, Matthew Berg, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. Roberts, a 36-year-old veteran. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
2-0 count. Here it comes.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Now the 2-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
The batter.
At the plate, Antonio Ruiz.
Antonio Ruiz.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1. John Clark would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Fouled away. Once again a 3-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. The Pirates are able to add on to their lead, and after a long dry spell, the good times are back again in the Steel City. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Richie Matson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Striding into the box, Pete Armstrong. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First delivery to him on the way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box now, Sammy Sosa. as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Tyson is there. 2 down.
Now back, the left fielder, Suzuki.
Now at the plate, Suzuki, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Two out, nobody on. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jesse Padilla, man at first after the 2-out walk. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle inning. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
And it's fouled away. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
A 5-0 finish tonight. Pittsburgh get their 20th home win this year. Ken Singleton gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Chet Steadman pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.